You can train a woman to be a good girlfriend.
Train?
And yeah, see, I knew you were going to take offense to that. I'm going to be honest.
The verbiage.
Yeah, I know you guys aren't. Yeah, I knew you guys were not going to like me saying that, but I'm going to say it.
I feel like you called me a bitch just now. Honestly,
No,
I'm not a bitch, so
no,
don't try it, nigga.
Literally, training is for dogs.
Nobody,
Yeah,
people
really
not human beings.
ladies, I'm going to say it again.
One at a time.
Yes, like, because I get what you're saying. Is
Yeah,
she going to acquiesce to you?
Exactly.
Yeah, you're going to have to train her to be a good girlfriend. And I'll explain what I mean by that. I know you guys don't like hearing that, but I'm going to keep it a stack. Western society, feminism, this female liberation teaches women a lot of bad habits that don't make them good wives.
According to who?
According to the man,
According to the man, but what about the woman?
Look
What
at
about
Jada.
what makes her happy? What about makes
ladies,
you have to know who's running.
who gets you married? A man, correct? A man proposes to you,
But
correct?
who goes into the casket with you? You yourself alone, right?
The point I'm trying to make is this.
No, seriously, who goes into the casket with you? You yourself alone. So if you yourself are not happy,
let me
why
finish.
should you?
Let me
Why
finish.
should you
Before
suppress
you're
certain?
dead. Before you're dead.
Right, but why should
me
I
finish.
suppress
Let me
certain
finish.
parts of my
Let me finish.
personality
Let
to
me
please
finish.
a man
That's fine.
that may or
You
may
don't
not
have to.
stay with me
You don't
or
have to.
cheat on
Let me
me?
finish. Let me finish. Okay? Western society, feminism in general, teaches women bad habits that are not conducive to long-term relationships being successful.
Sure.
Teaches them liberation, teaches them chase your career, teaches them put yourself first, teaches them fuck the family, put off children, all that other stuff. All this stuff is not conducive to a good long-term relationship with a man. And here's the other thing, ladies, whether you want to accept it or not, why do I have to suppress my happiness, whatever? That's fine. You don't have to, but understand, you guys, the gatekeepers of sex, you guys choose who fucks, we choose who gets a ring. So I don't care what anybody says. Women, you don't win until someone puts a ring on your finger that you love, desire, and want to follow and spend the rest of your life with. That's when women win.
Well, then maybe we as
So-
women should change how we view our happiness then and not just base it on a ring.
Okay, well, I'll tell you this. You can say we should change the way, but like I always say, reality does not conform to social constructs. I'm going to say that again. Reality does not conform to social constructs.
That's why
Feminism is a social construct that tells women they can go ahead and put off children. They don't need no man, strong and independent, blah, blah, blah. I don't want no scrub since the 90s, right? We've been telling women
I
this.
feel you on that.
But I'll tell you this. What's come from that? Like I told you before, we have the least happy generation of women with approval ratings. Women are not happy nowadays. As they become more liberated, they become less happy, and they've taken more antidepressants and more medication. Why? Because women don't derive pleasure from careers and success like men do. They derive pleasure from children having a family. To have a family, you need a husband. To have a husband, you have to make him happy. To have him commit to you and give you a ring, you have to get on his program. And so many women are hard-headed to think, my happiness comes first. I don't care about a husband. I'm going to do my thing, and he take it or leave it. That's cool, but men are the ones that decide who gets married and who doesn't. You can have that mentality, but you're not going to get married.
We're dogs.
You're not going to get married.
It takes
So
two
we're
to
dogs.
tango.
No,
So
it's
we're
not that you're
dogs.
dogs. It's not that you're dogs.
Can I finish
It's
my
this.
sentence?
It's
Can I
this.
finish my sentence?
Well,
It's
I
not
didn't finish.
just the-
I didn't
it's
finish
not
speaking.
just-
I didn't
okay,
finish speaking.
continue. Fair.
The point I'm trying to make is that you guys can say I'm not a dog, whatever. What I am saying is this: in every religion since the beginning of time, men lead, women follow, and every single religious text says if you leave a woman to her own devices, she is inherently self-destructive. From Islam to Christianity to Judaism. Why? Because women need a man's leadership, and that applies even more so in 2021, where we have a bunch of propaganda out there that teaches women that, oh, I'm wifey material, but that has them shaking their ass on the internet, all this other stuff. Girls want to get married, but they don't want to be wives. Period. Which is why the marriage rates are plummeting, the divorce rates are high, single motherhood is on the highest it's ever been. The numbers don't lie, ladies. Feminism has failed women, and quite frankly, it does not make you conducive to being a good mother and, more importantly, a good wife, which is why so many women are miserable. Period.
You say that women are always trying to train men are always trying to train women to be more feminine, but women are always trying to train men. Like, you guys know it. Like, you know, when guys are acting up, you like want to fix them. You want to like make them act right. So why are you so offended that they're trying to like train you?
Because it's not necessarily that we're trying to train them. Not at all. We're telling them what our preference is like. Since you want to be in a relationship with me and I'm letting you know how I want it. I'm letting you know how I like it. And if you don't like it, then you have the choice to either leave or stay.
So why is it so wrong when they do the same?
It's
No,
not
it's
wrong.
not that it's wrong. It's their word choice. We're not a dog to train.
Okay.
The same way they're not dogs to train either.
So it's how he said it is not what it's really is.
Exactly. It's how
But
it was
that's the
said.
problem though. The truth is the truth.
Yeah,
Whether I say
but-
A, B, C, D, it's still the truth. So just because you don't like how I say it, doesn't mean it's not the truth.
But if you're dealing with women, you know that women by default are emotional creatures, and
Yeah,
we know
but-
that you by default are logical creatures.
But-
Why can't we find?
But
a
you
We
just said
operate-
creatures,
Hold
but okay, but you
We're
just said
creatures.
creatures, which
No.
is like kind of like
It's
we're
not.
creatures.
Okay,
It's
Listen,
not.
listen,
It's
ladies,
not.
ladies. On this podcast, we operate on facts, not feelings.
Yeah.
Okay, we operate on facts.
Isn't
not
it not a fact
feelings.
that women operate off emotions more
that's
than not?
fine.
Okay,
That's
so
fine.
by default, this is how we operate. And
No,
we know
but-
by
Okay,
default,
hold
you
on,
guys
pause.
but the
operate
point
off.
is, hold on. I get that you operate off feelings, and I understand that women communicate differently than men. I use the
Okay.
analogy all the time. And when men are together, we speak direct and we say what's on our mind. With women, you guys have to beat around the bushes to convey ideas without offending each other. Unfortunately, ladies,
That's true.
this is a man's podcast, so we speak like men. We speak direct and overt. If you don't like the delivery, or if you don't like a choice of words, me saying train a woman, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I don't know what to. This isn't The View. This is the Fresh and Fit podcast.
Yeah.
We speak
That's fair.
This isn't
directly.
the real.
That's fair,
You
that's
know what I'm
fair.
saying? We
That's
keep it
fair.
real here. So
yeah.
I say
That's
it like
fair.
this: a man is a leader, and if the woman wants to get married, she's got to get on his program. You don't have to do what we say. But what I am saying is that we've helped plenty of women that watch our podcast either get married, like the young lady earlier who's 23 years old,
Congratulations.
or we've helped women save their marriages
Yeah.
from listening to what we say, because we don't sit around here on some bullshit like Oprah and all these other women saying, oh, it's your husband's fault. It's not your fault.
Love your curves.
Because the reality is this. I'm going to tell you guys the uncomfortable truth. When people lie, women buy. I'm going to say that again. When people lie, women buy. There's a reason why women are 80% of the consumer base. It makes far more money to keep women apart from men than to put them together. Women
that's a
spend
fact.
far more money when they're single than when they're married. Okay? So it's incentivized for them to tell you all the bullshit that is the man's fault and not yours. No, it's your fault. You're masculine, you're rude, you're overweight, you're crass, and you don't serve men. If you don't serve a man, he will fuck you, but he ain't gonna keep you. Ladies, I'm gonna tell you one thing that's ain't nobody gonna tell you. Man game is attaining the girl. Girl game is retaining the guy after you fuck him. Okay? Then if you can get a ring out of him, you won. And if you love and respect that man, you really won. And you didn't win until you have a ring on your finger. And I see you giving me that face. Oh, what do you mean? That's what feminism teaches women. That
But
you
why
can be
does
strong
it
and
have to
independent,
be
and
that?
you don't need a man. That's fine. You might not need a man, but I'll tell you this: you're gonna need a man to get the most important thing in your life, a child.